Hi, this is Mireia Rivera, and I want to present an exploratory research on the use of Siri by blind people. People who are blind or have severe low vision often rely on synthesized voice as output to interact with computers. Thanks to voice assistants, they can now use voice commands to interact as input. This paper addresses the following research questions. 1. How do people who are blind or have several low vision interact with voice assistants? 2. What implications for design and research can be drawn? We recruited our participants, 4 men, 6 women, aged between 26 and 60 years, from the Catalan delegation of the National Spanish Association of the Blind in Barcelona in the first term of 2019. 3 of them were tiflotechnicians, the professionals that teach blind people how to interact with technology. They had to be legally blind users, current users of voice assistants, and show interest in the study to be included. We conducted a semi-structured face-to-face interview and asked participants to use Siri during the meeting. We took extensive notes and used thematic analysis afterward. All participants reported using Siri in Spanish and that Siri has a strong impact on their lives. 2 technicians reported having incorporated some tips for Siri on their regular sessions with users. All participants considered Siri with VoiceOver to be much more efficient and less cognitively demanding than other types of input. On the contrary, none of our participants wanted to depend on Siri because they aimed to be as independent as possible, and so they didn't want to rely on anyone or anything else to conduct daily activities. Anthropomorphism, which is a very common phenomenon in other studies of conversational user interfaces, is minimized in our participants. They have dealt with synthetic voice since they were children, and they don't realize that this is a person. It is a tool, and they use it. Using Siri was not free from difficulties. Natural expressions for them, such as "put me through Carlos," were not understood by Siri. Participants mentioned some communication breakdowns, such as confusions. Additionally, at the time of conducting the study, Siri was not available in Catalan. It was just available in Spanish, one of the 4 official languages in Spain. Yet these difficulties were not a barrier. Overall, blind people are very resilient users because they are used to difficulties, and our participants confirm this trend. During the interviews, privacy issues were raised. Participants were well aware of them, yet productivity was more important for them than privacy. The personal information that could be disclosed about themselves was, in their view, not very relevant. At home, other tools are preferred to give the users more control. That is parallel to prefer JAWS over VoiceOver as a screen reader. For ordinary users, Siri is a complement. For blind people, it is a productivity tool. Blind people depend more on technology than ordinary users. They also are early adopters and often play around with new technologies to explore and use them in complex scenarios. 3 feature scenarios to be considered in the design of future releases of the tool appeared during the conversation. They were shopping, traveling, and smart homes. Future research could explore them. This exploration could be driven by blind people as they are widely regarded as extreme users. In our results, the interaction with Siri is instrumental and the conversational aspect is not needed. Blind people can help us to understand the interaction with voice assistants from another perspective. We still have a lot to learn from voice assistants. Blind people are relevant users for voice interaction, and we have to include them in the research agenda. This exploratory study wanted to spark some ideas. Any question? Please dictate it to me. Thanks.